Get ready, folks.
I sure am. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Super excited. Is that better? Is there sound now? I turned it all off and I turned it back on. Is that better? Can everybody hear okay? I'm waiting because I know there's a little bit of a lag in the rooms. All right. I swear I have to be on top of everything. I was simply talking about why I wasn't on last Tuesday. So you didn't really miss anything. It's because I had a headache. So it was just bad. And the full moon, I was commenting on that, was it was atrocious. But it was, if you went through a few days last week where you were feeling almost pulled in, like quartered, and like everything being pulled in a different direction, and feeling like everything was falling apart, that's what that full moon did. It just kind of made everything crumble a little bit. So there was some recognition of what in your life needed work. And on top of the headache, it was like, oh my gosh, seriously, what else more can I deal with here? So yeah, that was awesome. It was super exciting and I loved it. So tonight, I really didn't plan on anything. I sometimes, well, most of the time, I just let God inspire what I'm to talk about, and I'll write it down and make a note. And I didn't do that this week, partially because next week I definitely will not be on. I will be on vacation. Very excited about that. Finally going to take a road trip and do nothing except, I don't know, breathe. That'll be a good thing. Doing all of those fun things. So if you guys are new here tonight and you're just catching me for the first time, I am a clairvoyant medium. I have a various amount of different aspects of the gift. And so I can see and talk to the living, but also those that have passed over. And I can talk to animals. And again, those that are living or passed over. I communicate with spirit and with God and with angelic beings and with other things. If they want to make themselves known, I'm able to do medically intuitive readings that allow me to see what's going on inside a person's body to help them for treatment purposes, or to be able to take something to their physician and, get better treatment or better diagnosis, to confirm something and I can see past lives. And I don't do any of this because I'm like this magical genie person. I do it because it's all I've ever done, and it's because I told God I would serve him for the rest of my life. And here I am. So it is a gift from him, and I use it as best I can, as freely as I can, with as many people as I can. Hello, my beautiful niece, Christina Pronger. I love you too, girl. Yeah, she just turned 21. Happy birthday, Christina. I wasn't there for her birthday, but I did send her first drink on me. All right. Whoo, girl, it just got hot in here. Why did it just get hot in here? All right. So let's see what's happening. Carl, you're on tonight. You got notification. Lala, excellent. Yes, and Lala, that was what the meltdown was about. So in those of you that are on YouTube, Lala is my awesome Wrenchy, and she can answer any questions for you that you have. Sometimes Ashley Dugas will get in here. Dugas will get in here, and she will also between Twitter, what the frick? I've seen too many. Have you guys seen nothing but Twitter across your stupid feed? I don't even go on Twitter. That's all I see is Twitter. That might be why they're doing it, because it's super unpopular. But TikTok. Ashley will get onto TikTok and help me moderate as well. And feel free to block anyone who's an ass. We don't need any negative Nellies. All right. So let's see what's happening here. I'm just going to kind of bounce around and grab some people and go from there. Let's put this on. No, that's not going to help tonight. I wonder why. All right. What was this? All right. Is it me? I just left another live and she says she was hot. Really? I'm telling you, all of a sudden I just got super, super hot. I don't know why. I always ask myself, was that the coming of the Lord, or was that a hot flash, or, because I never can tell. But when I do start channeling things, I will get flushed. I get, that Holy Spirit activates, and I will start burning up. Yeah. Yeehaw. All right. So let's see who's in the room here with us tonight. Thomas Kesdorf, how are you? Hello. I will read everybody randomly. It is a very quick blurb of what Spirit thinks that you need to know. And it's usually helpful. I do not ask questions of anything. It is simply a clean reading. And after you get your reading, TikTok, this is so much harder because the chat just flies with you guys. But if you are on Facebook and you are on YouTube, I'm able to go up and down and read your comments and really get through everything that way. And so if I give a reading to you, tell everybody if it made any sense, if it resonates. People always want to know, did that really make any sense for that person? Or are they just making up shit as they go along? Give us feedback. Let me know, because everybody in this room wants to know how it resonates with you. So let's see what's happening. So Thomas Kasdorf, I can tell you this, that Spirit just wants you to know that right now, any purchases, thank you for that. That's a beautiful sunflower. Any purchases right now you really want to hold back. Ooh, now my eyes are going. Hold back any major purchases. Don't. It almost is it's like they're saying that if you try to buy something right now, it'll end up being a bad investment, because it's just going to, the drop in the purchase price, it is going to just be devalued very soon, very quickly. And they're saying if you are contemplating making a purchase right now, hold off. I would tell anybody that, though, I guess right now, when it comes to homes and stuff, be very careful of any home or real estate purchases, because they're super highly overpriced, and we are going to have a massive bottoms out in our economy, and people are going to have these $600,000 homes that are realistically worth $350,000, and you're never going to get your money back. And you won't be able to refinance it because the refinance rates are going to go sky high, and they're not going to be able to refinance what you owe because you'll owe so much more than what the house actually will appraise for at that point. So if you're building a house right now, go as minimal as you can. If if you're looking to purchase, be realistic or hold off. Don't try to get rich selling this and then buy something else, because you're going to waste your money. And that is just an economics little tip that I'm giving you guys what's going to happen, because we're going to have a massive fallout economically. It's going to be crazy. All right, so Thomas, for you, and this feels almost like, Thomas, just to clarify, I don't know if it's property. It could be property. Now, if it's just land, if it's like hunting land, acreage, perfect. Just buy it, because you can't go wrong with that, because eventually that will pay off. But if it's a home solely with a small acre on it or less, just hold off. And everybody in the middle of buying a house right now is going, well, shit. All right. I don't know, Thomas, too, around you, I'm trying to get away from you, and I hear somebody talking, like a male talking, and it's like I'm hearing an engine revving. I hear an engine revving as if I was about to go to some dirt race or something. So maybe you invest in cars. Old cars. Interesting. All right, let's see what's happening. My thing seized up here. Let's find some more people. Hello, everyone. Stacy Lynn, hi from Iowa. Well, hi from Iowa. I'm in Iowa too. Yay. All right. Gina Hill, 2013. Is your mom at peace? Yes. And what's interesting, Gina, I stop on you because your mom's, there's something about her mouth. Like, I don't know if I've become mute or if I've had a stroke and I can't speak, but I'm like, she wants me to, this just feels like it's not working. My whole jaw, my mouth, my tongue. I want to speak. I want to say the words, and I can't. So she's letting you know that that's no longer the case. She's trying to confirm to you who she is, but she's okay. And she smells like, what would I call that? It smells like, she smells like marshmallows, like roasted marshmallows, or divinity, like hot roasted sugary heated up. She smells very heavenly, put it that way. But she is definitely okay. And this here too, like my ear here, she wants me to point this out. So I'm wondering if she had a stroke or something, or if it's you that has got pain here. She wants me to point this out. It's my right ear. Ugh, and it just feels like somebody stuck a log in it or something, and it's all around the front. So if that's you, she's acknowledging that she's around you as well, which is awesome. Okay. And again, I can't get, like, if you say something, I can't on TikTok. Why do I keep, it's because that's all I read. You just turn it on and it's like, bam, stupid crap that nobody wants to read. It's all bad. And Ashley is on. So she's capitalizing everything. Slow down when the feed is when reading. And you know what? It's okay. It's not that it's fast no matter what. There's so much comment. There's just really no slowing it down, and that's okay. I just never get to see the feedback from people. So give us some feedback or write it to me. You can jam 630315. Put it in the chat, or email it to me, or put it here so everybody else can read it, and then we'll just go from there. That's awesome. Okay. Love that. All right. You can, and yeah, you can go, Jam, you can go if you want to YouTube or to Facebook and get into that chat room, because it's just so much slower in the way that the chat doesn't zip past all the time. I can actually stop the chat and read and then go down if I want to and go back up. So the chat room just slows down for me, which is great. And I do appreciate that. All right. So let's see who that's going on. All right. So who is this? Tiffany Morrissey. My daughter has been smelling cigarette smoke when there is no one smoking. She's 11. She feels like the smell chokes her. It happens at random. Interesting. Yeah, usually, especially Tiffany, 11 years old, if she's smelling something like that, it's usually somebody that's come in, and it feels like he's not part of the property. He's not an attachment to you guys, but it does feel like he is attached to something you've brought into the home. So think about when she started smelling this, and then consider at that point, is there something that you brought into the home? Is there a lockbox or a mirror? Is there something that you've brought into the home around that particular time where this gentleman would be attached? And he looks very, I would look at him and think he looks very, just very sleek, the way he's dressed in his suit and his hat and his cigarette. And I would think between 20s, 30s, not in his age, but the years, 20, 30. And maybe that will align with whatever it is that you may have brought into your home as well, which is pretty cool. That's really awesome. Yay, Laura Baker. I'm glad you caught me live too. I love that. I love when people are finally able to get on. And let's see, Laura, let's see what you've got going on really quickly. All right. I'm going to pick you up, Laura. Pick you up and put you down. That's what I do. You're in a hurry, actually. You were in a hurry. And your legs, when I pick people up, I pick them up by the back of the shirt, and then I kind of drop them on their beach. And the beach is, for those of you who don't know, the beach is where my guides have taught me to understand what they're talking about. And Laura, when I pick you up, your legs are like, you're still running. Like your arms are still going and your legs are going. And I know if I set you down, you're going to be like, bing, and you're going to just take off. So when I do set you down, you actually run away from the water inland. So what they're saying is that all of your current situations and things that you're going to endeavor to do are going to come from your current network of people, places, and things. You are now, normally wearing shoes is a bad thing. It represents something else. But the fact that I'm looking at you and you are in full running garb means that there is a situation that is going to present itself to you in an opportunistic way, and you are fully prepared for it. You will be raring to go, ready to go, and it'll be something that's introduced to you like, hey, Laura, I hope it's Laura, not Lara. Laura, I thought of you and I saw this. I'm like, oh my God, she's got to do it. And here you go. And this would be a great thing for you. So someone is going to hand this idea to you, and it's not something you're going to run off and have to seek or find or apply for. It's going to be like, look at this. This is for you to look at. And then you will be able to move forward. So new ideas coming from comfort zones. I really think that if you were to embark on this new opportunity, it will be more of like a foyer. You're going to be opening the door and walking in, and it's going to be beautiful and expansive, but there's so much more beyond that. So it'll be almost like an introduction into where you're going next and what you're going to do next, which is awesome. And I say, do it to it. It smells like breakfast. Like you're finally going to be breaking some stagnant fast that you've been doing. New beginning, new day, break fast. I love that. That's fabulous. Okay. Also, if I put a little star next to your name in the chat, it's just that it's letting me know that I've read you. Carl, hello, my awesome friend. You need blessings for big life change coming up soon. For hoping, you know what? Absolutely. And Carl, I think about you all the time because Carl is a buddy of mine, and we met at a conference, and he is into very much so the same things I am into. And he's my like secret stash. And if something happens that is really cool, I have to have a backup, or at least like I use Carl as like, okay, this is what happened and this is what was going on, or here is my message. So hang on. So I tell him things because I trust him, and also because I know he's also really got a good brain, and he's gonna look at logic and go, okay, Rebecca, and he'll either ground me or he'll be like, oh my God, along with me. So he's my like secret stash that I send to it. And Carl, I can only tell you, you're gonna have a lot of blessings. I want to definitely tell you though that in this little change that you're talking about, all I can see in front of you is a straight path, and I don't see any divergent doorways or off ramps or anything. So you're pretty much walking straight. However, every now and then I'm seeing like a little rock or a little pebble in the way. And that means just watch your footing. And it's, you're not going to just yet, you're not going to be able to look up and really walk and trust your path, because there will be a few things that you want to make sure you're doing that you're not stubbing your toes on. So they're going to be saying, mind where you're walking, mind where you're going, watch your footing, that sort of thing. And I think that you really can't screw this up. You really can't, because even if you sit down, you're on the same path. You're not screwing it up. If you trip, you're still on the same path. It may hurt a little bit more, but excuse me, I'm still seeing this forward motion, almost as if you're on a bit of a conveyor belt. So you really can't screw this up. Oh, now I want to go star watching. Hey, for anybody star watching, okay, Vernal, Utah. I will be there in September, and stargazing, okay, Skinwalker Ranch, Expedition Bigfoot, okay, Jeff Muldrum, I mean, so many people, and be doing a gallery there, stargazing. Oh my gosh. If you're anywhere near Vernal, Utah in September, come on out and see me. Come on up and see me sometime. All right, let's see what's happening. Yes. Yeah, and you know what? UFOs have been crazy. I am so excited about warmer weather, even like fire weather outside, but warmer weather, to be able to get outside and it's just sitting there and knowing that they know you're sitting there watching them. It's so amazing. I love it. Yes, it is. Looking for those ETs up there, so much fun. I could just do that every night. I'm always like, hey guys, hi, how you doing? I know you know I'm here watching you. Bigfoot was spotted in Gastonia, North Carolina. You know what? I don't doubt it. Bigfoot is absolutely everywhere. I have had my own encounters personally with Bigfoot. I have some amazing stories, but Bigfoot's real. So are extraterrestrials. I've seen them both with my eyes. I've seen them both. Hello, Anna, darling. How are you? So nice to see everybody. Kelly Cholodowicz. Oh my gosh. Cholodowicz. Okay, let's see, Kelly. I was awakened on Saturday morning at 3:30 by a blood-curdling scream that I thought was in my room, but it was in my sleep. Interesting. So something was actually waking you up, Kelly. Something was actually waking you up and trying to get your attention. There's nothing more disconcerting and terrifying is to just hear a blood-curdling scream. And you sit there and you're like, did I just hear that? So you were probably in a dream state and you heard that between dimensions. And if there's nothing else going on in your home, it's probably that you were already at a waking point. And right when your brain, when your brain is still shut off and your subconscious is completely oblivious because it's in sleep mode, when those kinds of things happen, they will insert right at that 5 to 10 seconds before you wake, maybe to just roll over or go to the bathroom, and you will become highly aware of all of those things. The cool thing is that's the exact same place that you can be in when you wake up and you go, I'm still asleep. I want to leave my body. And then you go into this whole astral projection thing and you just jump out of your body and you run around your house naked. Believe me, you can do it. And you will realize I'm naked. And then you realize, oh my gosh, can anybody else see me? I have done that too. And I freaked out because I was like, holy cow, I'm naked. Well, I wasn't. I was just like light, but I thought I was naked. Um, Crazy family of 9, you love astral projection. You know what? It's one of the coolest things that you can absolutely do if you're able to really harness the ability to do it. There's so many different things I really just need to talk about. And with astral projection, if you can just get yourself to meditate in a way, not even meditate. Let's make this easier. Let's say that you have to be somewhere at 3:00. You have to be there at 3. So that means you have to leave at 2:30 or you're not going to make it. If you get a chance, let's see, you have to leave at 2:30. Don't set an alarm. Don't do that. Just say to yourself, I'm just going to close my eyes for 20 or 30 minutes. I'm just going to close my eyes and take a nap. And I'm going to make sure I don't miss that clock at 2:30, and I'm going to know it's time to get up and go. If you set your brain like that and you close your eyes and you sit back in a chair, even if you just sit and you just don't get too comfortable, just sit like you're on a train, because that'll work too. And just sit, close your eyes, get comfortable, put your head back, but don't lay down. And your brain is going to remember that you have to be up at a certain amount of time. So if you fall asleep, I'm telling you, you very well may subconsciously realize that knowledge of you having to get up will keep you in just a little bit of awake experience. And can't even come up with the words. I've had too many readings today. And you will be aware of falling asleep. I'm telling you, that is one way to just unconsciously have an astral projection experience. I will tell you, the first time you will freak out because everything becomes very loud and you might be actually looking through your head than seeing out your eyes. What am I talking about? Y'all get me talking about stuff and it's so much fun. And it's amazing when you figure it out, because if you all of a sudden everything gets really loud and you might see the stars like rushing past you. Shoom, 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 shoom. You may feel yourself roll out of bed. It's really, really cool experience. All right. Yay. Hello from Wisconsin, Betsy Perez. Where at in Wisconsin? I just moved from Wisconsin. I lived there for 11 years. I've lived everywhere. Well, not everywhere. Oh, Aqua Stargazer. She's got a video link for astral projection, she says. It's really just so cool. Yeah. Stacy Lins, you can't get stuck because you have a gold cord or a silver cord of attachment, and it connects your soul to your body. And all you need to do is say, I want to go back in my body, and phew, like, there you go. Abbey Road 96, your ears are ringing a lot. Well, there's several reasons for that. So Abbey Road, so ears ringing. One, that can happen. Well, it does happen when you're awakening. It can be a medical issue. It absolutely can have something to do medically. However, a lot of times, especially right now, everybody all of a sudden is having these ear ringing and foggy thinking and palpitations. And what you will want to really pay attention to is, when did it start? And what have you been going through? If you are going through any kind of an awakening, and you are in the point of realization that there's more beyond you than this world, this life. There's more going on than meets the eye or that you can see. And once a person wakes up to that, it can be very traumatic, because a lot of times people, they don't believe in God. They don't believe in anything beyond this. We die, it just goes to blackness. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no God. There's no angels. There's nothing outside of this universe, blah, 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 all of the poopy stuff that some people want to do. Some people are angry at God. So they don't turn to anything spiritual. Whatever your case is, once you wake up to the fact that there is something beyond this and you actually have a purpose here, that can be traumatic for people. And people will also deny that for a very long, like they'll just deny it. They don't want to believe anything to do with it. Thing is this, when you go through an awakening, it's personal and people don't exactly understand what you're going through. It's you. You just realize something's off, something's wrong. I'm not feeling like myself. I don't think I'm emotional. I'm angry. I'm, all these ups and downs, and I'm tired and I feel sick. I can't think straight. My ears are ringing. Well, what happens is when you go through an awakening situation, well, let me back up here. This is going to resonate with probably everyone that's watching this right now. And there's a lot of people watching this, but we're all human. So this is just something y'all need to know. When you are going through transformation, which will lead to an awakening, transformation can happen several times in your lifetime. And so when you're transforming, the only way that I can depict this for everybody, where my guides have told me, is you're walking through a forest. The forest is wide as your shoulders, so it's very narrow. It's just super dense, and the light that shines through is dark green, very dark. You can see where you're going, but it's still shady. Nobody can go on this with you. And the branches stick out onto that path. And as you're walking, it pulls at you. And as you're going through it, starts pulling everything off of you. And you're shedding all of these clothes and worries and everything about you. You're just shedding it as you're walking this little path until you're naked. Okay? And you're vulnerable. You're in a vulnerable position. Now everything about you is exposed. Everything is seen. Everything that you're going through is now out in the open. And this is a point where we get and we go, I just can't do this anymore. This is exhausting. And I feel alone because nobody knows what I'm going through. I feel crazy. I feel like I just am losing my mind. And it is a ball of emotions. And sometimes people will curl up in a ball of defeat at the end of that path and they succumb to it. It happens. They can't deal with the transformative aspect of life or the soul. And some people, they say, God, I can't do this anymore. I am not strong enough. I am losing my mind. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't deal with it. It's killing me. I love everyone, but I just don't know what else to do. And I need you to either fix this or do something because I can't do it anymore. That resignation all alone, that little bit of resignation of saying, I can't do it anymore. If you want to do anything with me, if you want me to stay, you better figure it out because I'm done. That resignation, it allows him to come over and pick you up. And then he does this. And he molds you. And he figures out exactly how he wants you. And then he does this. And he sets you down, and all of a sudden you're exactly who you need to be. And you look back and go, holy crap, did I really just go through that? Did I really just go through that? And you don't forget it. You're a totally different person now. You were just spiritually, physically, mentally, chemically altered and changed. And now you are this different person. And you're wiser and stronger and smarter, and he will lift you up in due time, and he will strengthen you. 1 Peter, read it. It's a short book. It's freaking amazeballs. And if you need to be saved right now, just read it because you'll figure it out. You'll figure out what it means. But anyway, transformation, it leads to enlightenment. You transform, you become enlightened. And those ringing in the ears, it's when you're enlightened and you find yourself around people who aren't. Your vibration at an enlightened level is zzz, you're like beep, you're up at the God level. You're at 59 megahertz up. Your vibration is raising and raising and raising. And this person's down here and they're just getting along and they're like, I hate everybody. Well, I do that every now and then. So every now and then I have a low vibration, but People are just miserable and life sucks and they're abusive or addicted or mean or just nasty people, or hateful, unaccepting, intolerable. They're just, but it could be a brother or a sister or a parent or a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a child or somebody you care about. And you're like zooming along and you have to go be around this person. It could be your boss. And you're like, and so this person's down here hating on everything. And you're like, oh, crap, I got to go talk to this person. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with them. And you go, now you're down here with this person. And you're like, why do I feel like crap? Why are my ears ringing? Why do I feel like this is horrible? This is just so bad. And you feel it and your ears are ringing. It's because your guides are saying, what the freak are you doing? You're up here. You make them rise to you. Don't you lower yourself to that level. And when your ears are ringing and you're feeling off or ill or sick around someone or a situation, or that if you get on the phone with them or deal with them, that you're going to walk away with a headache and it's bleh, you just can't do it. That's because they're down here. All you can do is try to get them to raise to you. And if you try and they don't want to, that's none of your business. You're okay. You just keep on doing your thing. It is not your job to strap one on and lift somebody up. It's not. It's not your job. It's not your job. Okay. That is why your ears would be ringing. That is straight facts, Carl. Hello, Mindy Murphy, darling. Mindy is the one who decorated my whole arm here and part of my ankle before I kicked her off when she was trying to do Mary Magdalene. And I said, hell to the no, girl. You are not finishing that tattoo. I tried to finish it too. I just go, nope, it's not happening. Kaylin Reeve, hello. What's happening on your beach? Well, Kaylin, I can tell you that looking at your beach, you actually have pulled a boat from the water, from the shore, up onto the sand, like way away from the sand. And interestingly enough, it's an opportunity. Okay. When a person's on their beach, they're grounded, they're safe, they're secure. Water of any kind represents problems and issues, but it can represent opportunity depending on how it presents. When the boat shows up, that is basically God is saying, okay, everything is timed. It's perfect. Get out on the boat, go out on the water. There is an opportunity that I want to endeavor for. I can't even think. My brain is working so much faster than my mouth can. I want to give you an opportunity to go get in the boat and go. And for whatever reason, you've pulled that boat up onto the beach far away, which is interesting because you don't want to go out and do it yet, but you're afraid of losing it. So it's kind of like wanting your cake and wanting to eat it too, but you can't. You can't do that here. If you were able to do that, he would have given you a different form, like a pier or a lily pad or something that you could like hopscotch safely across and out into the water, but you can't right now. You have a choice to make, and one of them is going out on the water. That's your choice. Do I go out on the water or not? Yes. And if you've got humans, let's see. Well, you've got flip-flops on. So it represents external motivation to pull that boat up onto your beach. That means that someone is extrinsically motivating you to not go in the water, to not obtain this new opportunity. And if it's a human, don't let a human poop on your parade or in your boat. If God gives you a gift, you accept it and you go out and you do it. If I gave you a beautiful gift and you were like, oh, I don't know if I want that. I'd be like, give me that damn gift. I will take that back. I will throw it in the garbage out of principle. But that's just me. So take the gift. I mean, God's not going to do that. but he's also not going to try to talk you into going out on this boat. It just looks like someone is trying to talk you out of going out for this opportunity, possibly out of fear of losing you if you go and do it and succeed. Sabrina, you of course you have a beach. We all have a beach. It's the proverbial life, so to speak. So everyone's beach is everyone. If you're living, if you're an energy, you have a beach. And I think part of the reason that you think that you don't have a beach is because you're so busy helping others. You're not paying any attention to what your own needs are. You're not paying any attention to what your own needs are. You're focusing super big deals on everyone else. What else can I do? What can I do? What can I do for everyone else? And that's why you're unable to write it all down. Like write everything down. Write down what you're doing. Write down what is paining you. Get it out of your mind. Everything should be just written down. And then you're able to say, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. I want to clear my calendar. I can't do this anymore. That's why you're feeling like you don't have a beach or that you're lost, because you're not giving yourself the compassion that you're obviously giving everyone else. I mean, take some time for you. Block a day for you. And if your calendar's full, then make sure you go to your calendar, go, this day is for me. This day is for me. I can't do that today because I'm so busy with me today. Bam. And don't think I don't do that. I do that all the time. I will be like, I've got to go by myself for a walk. Nobody can come with me. It's my time with God. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to listen to your stories. I just want to be with him in peace and quiet. That's what you need. Oh my gosh, my Erica swope. Okay, so if anybody, I know y'all, if you've been here before, if you've seen my other videos, Erica, she's in Virginia, and she's freaking amazing. Okay, so she will go with me on these little investigations, and I go in ignorant. Like I go in without knowing anything about a property. And she, while I'm doing my thing, is like searching everything, or she already knows, or she's got like an encyclopedia or some other amazing tome that she just whips out, and she's like, well, Rebecca, this is what you're talking. And it's amazing. And we do a lot of lives when I'm out there, and we went through, you have to go onto YouTube, and there is one in Virginia from last year. No, yeah, last October, we went through this cemetery together, and it was the coolest thing where we were walking around and this guy came through and he started talking about himself and then his wife. I don't even remember the whole story, but she's like, holy crap, that's her. And this is her name. And everything on live was all able to tie together. So I love, of course, hanging out with her, but she's just a person that I'm able to take places that, it's super fun because I run faster than her as well. And so if something were to attack or come out of the shadows, I would just count on her to run slower, and I would get out alive. Oh my God. But yeah, so it's really fun. So go watch that video. It's really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's really amazeballs. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my God. And Jenny, Jenny's here too. Jenny is one of my Virginia people. We couldn't figure out what was wrong with Jenny, what had happened. And we just left a winery, and Jenny actually had filled her water bottle with a bottle of wine, because you have to buy bottles of wine out there. And oh my God, almost peed my pants laughing so hard. Oh my gosh. So funny. You know, Jenny, you guys should get on with me right now and talk about a few things, because that's what this show is about. I'm actually going to share my invite here for you guys. And while I'm doing these readings, Erica, Jenny, you guys should just jump on in. Here's the link. Lauren Paoletti. I will be in Virginia actually May 21st and 22nd. And I will be at Strasbourg at the Historical Society doing a fundraiser. And if you're in for or you're in around the area, I actually have a few opened slots for in-person readings while I'm there. Okay. So Jen, Erica, what just happened here? My computer just jump into the stream. So what am I reading here? Okay. And Erica probably isn't slow. I was joking. Jenny's definitely slow. I could outrun Jenny if I had to. Okay. So I do get science. He was my only son. It's still so hard. Okay. So Rosie Villanueva. 10 years ago this November, he was 22. You know, it's interesting as I'm Rosie, as I'm trying to, you know, what I smell when I focus on you and look at his energy. Oh, there she is. I'm gonna bring her on.
Hey, girl.
Hey, hold on a second, Erica. Rosie, I smell, and he may be wanting me to smell this, but it smells like one of those a brownie that you swirl with I don't know if it's peanut butter or like a blondie, but it's chocolate and then swirls through it. And that's what he smells like. He smells like a hot fudge swirly brownie. And interestingly enough, I think he's very busy. I think that he's also with a gentleman up there hanging out, and they're busy. They're not. I don't think he is. Well, he's definitely not unhappy, but he looks like he is. They're working on things all the time. Like he likes to work. He likes to do. I know it's heaven, but they like to do things up there. They work and it looks like he is building or carrying things. And he's around it like a grandfather figure. It's pretty cool. But don't be sad. I know it's so hard. I say don't be sad, but I'd be a mess if I lost a child. So I am sorry for your loss, but know that he's okay and he smells like a hot fudge brownie for sure. All right. Why is your mic muted?
Because you told me to be quiet while you were reading.
Oh, sorry. This is Erica Swope. She's amazing. Erica, do you have any stories that you remember? Because I usually don't, that are so cool.
Like of your readings or like some of our adventures?
Yes.
All of it.
Not all of them, but the one when we were at that, yes.
Which one?
I don't know. Whatever hits your mind. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I think my favorite one is when we went to the cemetery you were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We totally went into the cemetery and there was a guy that met us. I was talking about some of the names in the cemetery that was local to my town. And the guy said, wow, she really knows a lot of people, and specifically asked if I knew a certain surname, which I did not. But as we continued to go on, he was telling stories about the church and about this woman who was very active in the church and the hospital and how she was doing the things that the doctors asked her to do. And he kept referring to her as Mary. And we went.
I don't remember any of this. I'd have to
the
watch the video.
cemetery.
So I'm just listening like it's the
You
first
don't
time.
remember any of this?
I remember pieces of it, and now that you're talking, I'm remembering it, but I could never do what you're doing right now.
So the guy's name was Thomas. Oh, no, it was Henry, because that's my son's name. His name was Henry, and so we were looking around the graveyard for a Henry, and we ended up finding him, and the woman that he was talking about was right next to him, and it ended up being his wife. So it was really interesting because the guy... The guy you
Yes.
were talking to, actually, the gravestone right next to his was his wife and shared the same name and the whole thing. So we were like putting all of the puzzles together, and
Oh,
it's
so
really
cool.
cool when you see all of that come together.
Yeah, that was really amazing. That was so much fun. And I that was one of the coolest things because we were live when that was happening. So it wasn't like
Hmm.
we were everything was being pieced together. People were watching us discover it at the same time that it was it was just such an amazing
Yeah.
thing. And Virginia is just I love the battlefields and the history and um just we we went to a little what was the name of the little town, the little river town that we went to with the like the witches. What was the name of that place? With the witches?
The town that we went where? Sorry, you cut out or I cut out.
Oh, the place with the witches. The little river. The last time I was there, we had lunch. You had the charcuterie, whatever it's called, charcuterie board.
I always have charcuterie boards. Just had
I
one.
had never had
We
one until that restaurant.
we were in the town of Occoquan.
Occoquan. And we walked up that hill, and there was this really amazeballs old house up there. And I was like, don't tell them what I do. Don't tell them what I do. And we walked in, and there was 3 women in this office building. And I will just boldly go where no man has gone before, and I will take off running, and I will check places out. And I was like, hey, do you mind if I go upstairs? There's a woman. I'd like to go upstairs. And like, no, it's office space. I'm like, I swear, I won't touch anything. And out of nowhere, this woman's like, no, it's office space. It's personal. And I was like, holy cow, they're witches. Like they're legit witches. And they were glaring at me. And we walk around this beautiful, it's at the top of a hill. If you're ever in Occoquan, what is it called?
Occoquan.
Occoquan.
Virginia.
It's been a long day. If you're ever in Occoquan, there's this it's a cool manor. Oh, it's so beautiful, but beware of the witches. They even have they warn you, don't they? Be careful of the witches.
Yeah, they were nuts.
Just water, just water, just water. So, I can't think of any other fun, like what we went, we've gone so many places with so many historical things. And I'm sure when I'm back out there at some point, because I will be there in May. And I think, Erica, you're going to be there at the event one of those days, right? At least one of those days?
I will, yes.
We may have to go live from that little town right there. I don't think it's Strasbourg. There's another one that's right there, though. There's another little town that's right there that has restaurants and stuff.
Oh, we'll explore it all.
We will. We will absolutely explore it all. So y'all watch. We may go live again. Erica. Erica. I had to figure out which way you were. Erica and I will be going live from there. Yeehaw. It was so good to see you, girl.
All right. Well, thanks for dragging me on. I appreciate it.
Of course. Of course. It's awesome to see you. I'm glad to talk to you.
All right. See you in May.
Bye. Yeah, see you in May, honey. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh. She's really super, super amazing. She just is like this knowledge base of amazing stuff. Okay, so let's see. My whole chat here is completely seized up. Okay. Let's see here. Your transformation, what was this? Elizabeth Kegel? Yes, you had your transformation a year and a half ago, and it makes a difference. It really does make a difference. And what happens is you attract, your vibe attracts the tribe. Whatever you're thinking and feeling, you're going to attract those types of people around you. And it is, they say you can judge a person by their friends. Look at the people they're hanging out with, because that will mirror what they are feeling and thinking and exhibiting and exuding. So if people have really crappy friends, it's not that person's bad. It's just what's going on with them. Are they capable of fixing it or changing it? And do you really want to have to do that? And Probably not. Find the people that you want to learn, what you want to grow with and learn from. And that's also something to experience too. When you are transforming and growing and changing, you will start to send out that vibration of, this is who I want to be around. This is what I want to learn. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to experience. So then the universe and spirit and God and everybody that's in this whole mechanical aspect of life is going to start sending you all of those outlets and those relationships to show you what you can have, what you can do. And then all of a sudden, everything that's behind you that isn't vibing at the same level as you, you want to come up here? Nah, I'm good right here. Hey, well, the problem is there's a whole bunch of people up here with me hanging out. Nah, I'm good. Nah. That's how divorce happens. That's how relationships break up. That's how people change jobs. That's what's going on. Okay. Lauren, yes, cemeteries are the best. I love going to cemeteries. They're just so relaxing, but it's hallowed ground for the most part. And you can just sit there and it's amazing what you can experience it. Dog mom, BNC 20, why are you not able to hear your people any longer? It looks like it's all about you, actually. It looks like it's still there. You still can do it. But it's the growth and the transformation it's all about you right now. It's not about someone shutting it off. It looks like you may have inadvertently turned it off as part of a protection or as part of your own growth and what you thought you had to do to be a specific person. I'm just going to tell you, God made you the way you are, and regardless of what other people think, you're made by design. And so don't be fearful or worried about being able to hear your people. Just open back up to it. Sometimes you can do like a ritual. Go get a cigar, open it, and pull all of the tobacco leaves out, and use that as a ritual fire. Have a fire, put the tobacco in, and burn that. And do some meditation with it. Speak to God, speak to spirit, and do some praying with that. See if you can open back up to that. I would definitely do that. Okay. Aqua Stargazer, oh my God. Fly Peaches, you cannot sleep. Okay. So there's two reasons I'm seeing this, Fly Peaches. There's two reasons. Couple more readings. One, you look like you just have, there's three reasons. You look like, one, you got way too many things on your mind. Too many things on your mind that are weighing on you, that are not okay with you. That's part of the problem. There's things going on in your world right now that just are not working at that vibration that you want to be at or think that you should be at. And sometimes the courage that we lack ends up keeping us awake at night. And so what is happening is you really have to consider, what is it that I want? What is it that I need in my life? Am I capable of doing that right now? Can I live with it if it stays the way that two, it does look like you have a gentleman within your home, and it feels almost as if it would be either a bedroom or a hallway. And it's weird because I want to call it like a dumbwaiter, but I don't think it may be not a dumbwaiter, but it may be like a laundry chute. I keep seeing him around something in the wall that would open up. And I keep seeing this guy around here, and he just feels very hopeful. And I almost look at this and think, wow, is this a home that used to be one big home and is made into like apartments or condos or something? Was this a big home that is now multiple units. It just feels like he would, and maybe he's around you at work or something, but this feels like an old building, or again, a house made into several units that you would have been around or be around, and somehow he is attached to the property, and he must be trying to communicate with you. The third reason, it looks like you are lacking some main minerals. I would just get a supplement that has some magnesium in it, some zinc. Minerals. I'm not talking like a sleep aid that your body doesn't produce. Magnesium, zinc, nothing pseudo, nothing fake. Just what your body needs. You're lacking minerals, and I think that would help you to sleep at night. There's just those three. I mean, if you can fix those, you probably sleep like a baby. I would also think it's probably worse around full moons and new moons for you. I think you're also kind of, I think you are sensitive to those things. All right. All right. Abbey Road. You're welcome. I don't know if I said I don't think I said anything to Abbey Road. Yes, a sick feeling like you don't even care if you're here or not. Yep, you're right. That's exactly it. Exactly it. Okay. Well, you guys, this has been super fun tonight. All of these also, you guys, I know on TikTok that you guys, I'm over an hour again, so I'm not able to put this back live, but you're able to go to YouTube and to Facebook, and they are recorded there. So you're able to go back and listen to these again if you like. And that would be awesome. Okay. I think that would be great. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Your son is getting his prosthetic. Tammy, yay! We just talked about that, last week or so? Your son is going to get his foot, or his leg. Yay! He's getting his foot. I'm so excited. Carl, I love you too. I'm glad you could make it on. What does the number next to my name mean? I'm not sure what the question, I don't understand the question. Okay. Remember, next week I won't be on because I will be at Universal Studios. Having a good time. All right, you guys, you have a great night. Thanks for joining me once again, and I will talk to you all soon. God bless.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, folks.
I sure am. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Super excited.